To the ground with the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Let's talk a little bit about Missouri. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for it.
To the air on first down. He's got him.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. It's complete to the right. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a drive there of 84 yards, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Right back to the well. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Missouri wants to go fast. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. There he goes. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert.
It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Golden Bear. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, we don't get a ton of top 5 matchups, so let's check out how today's Rumble played out. Arizona State dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite quarterbacks from Jake Plummer to Brock Osweiler, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge. Always interesting to see top 5 teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Bakes the grab on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. He might want another play. Tight end now in motion. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get in the play immediately.
He lets one fly deep. Makes the catch down the right side. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Yeah, and guys, I don't think that jet sweep ever had a chance down here on the goal line. There were just way too many bodies on defense at the end of the line of scrimmage.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide out, trying to get it in. Touchdown, Cal! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Guys, let's talk here for just a second about Missouri. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
It's complete on the right side. At the 45 on his way. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They'll try the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The pull and throw off the RPO. Turning it on. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Calls his own number. He breaks the tackle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Missouri.
On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. They'll go to the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure, to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking downfield on 1st down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it off in the flats. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Golden Bears will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And it'll be down right there.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Leaves it with the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Missouri wants to go fast. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Flips it out in the flat. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. About to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. give to the running back. Breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
To the ground, he's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just.
Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Golden Bear. They take the lead with the 6.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Number 13 sets to kick this one.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He's going to let it go. Pulls it in down the sideline. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Pocket breaking down. A strike downfield. Oh, there's an alley on the left. Touchdown, Tigers. He got a step and just dusted the field.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Quarterback moving. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And the Golden Bears with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Pineda.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
The Golden Bears line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert.
Oh, he's got some space. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the Golden Bears back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. To the back. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. He's got it. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the 1st down. They might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. The Golden Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll go to the ground. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cal!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. There he goes. A huge pickup on this play. They finally get him out of bounds, and that is some kind of way to wrap up the third quarter. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Start with a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. Missouri gets to the line quickly. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Complete on the comeback. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Oh, he just needed to stretch the ball out a few inches more, and he would have picked up the first down. It was a great individual effort there on third down, getting back a bunch of yards, and now they're in a position to go for it here on fourth.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Looking for the score. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown. Turning it on! Got the first down and more. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. Rides the back on the option to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but this is a critical 3rd down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
Quick strike complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the 4th. Off play action on 1st down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Got to give the defense credit, man. They've won the day, especially against the pass. They've gotten to the quarterback. They've hit him. They forced him to throw up his back foot on that one. They've had 3 interceptions in this game. What a day for this defense.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Missouri wants to go fast. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. It back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David, you know on offense now you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Golden Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. The quarterback keeps it. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end. #1 team in the land gets knocked off. But sometimes this gives you a chance to recalibrate some things, guys.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go back and watch this film and face some tough truths as well, because we know they've got a ton of talent, and this is a team that when they're playing their A game, they look like the best team in the country, David. Consistency, though, is going to be a big thing for them moving ahead.
Yeah, so you got to use this. You got to look at what you did wrong. You got to say, okay, maybe we're not as good as we thought we were. Just because we were #1, that doesn't mean anything until the end of the season, and you're the last guy standing, and you have the trophy. So take this loss, work on some of those things you think you need to work on so it doesn't